Welcome back to Real Patriots Force. Happy Monday, the day before he's supposed to be getting arrested. Remember, they're not going to take it away from us, our kids, nor our grandkids. If you would, on Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, 2 channels, like, share, and subscribe. How y'all doing?
Well, I'm peachy. How about y'all?
Well,
I'm fed up.
He's fed up. I'm PPG. Hey, Nettie, how you doing over
Hey, Natty. How you doing, Natty?
there? He said, I got Paul Wilson up over on Rumble Live, by George. How y'all doing over there? See.
Howdy on Rumble.
And Mike,
Hey, Mike, what's up, Mike? How you doing, brother? So, but yeah, you pick any one of those channels right there that you feel that you need to be at, and bam, we're there. As for the time being, right now, anyway. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, Pete, yours is probably going to be tomorrow before it gets up.
Yep.
Yeah, probably so. It says it's sending it, but anyway, we're live on chat. Let's come over on Rumble, YouTube. All right, so how's the chat room? Nettie over there sending the old emojis. She's good.
She is.
Hey, Nettie, I seen y'all started something new over on the old Telegrammer. Anyway. But hey, we do have one. We got some stuff to go over. We got some videos. But we got one of our listeners that's been with us for a long time, named Miss Susan, over on Rumble Live. She and her husband is on a mission, so we'll be covering that here in just a little while. But the title for tonight's show is "The Countdown Has Begun." So, but before we do anything else, we gotta play a video that Half Pint sent me. Hey, Fed Up, you know that lady named Half Pint?
I got an idea.
Yeah, she's trouble anyway. She's good trouble though. Let's see. You know how it does the old refreshing thing. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. Old Dr. Fauci gets his ass handed to him. Mm-hmm. So does.
Something about Fauci.
Yeah. All right. So we're there. Let's see. We're going to blow it. And that's 2 minutes. Okay, here we go.
America are not settled with the information that's been given to us right now. So I'm not going to be lining up taking a shot on a vaccination for something that wasn't clear in the first place. And then you all create a shot in miraculous time. It takes years to create vaccination.
Well, it used to take years.
Okay, it used to.
You know how many years were invested in this approach? About 20 years of science to get us to be able to do it.
20 years is not enough. And 9 months is definitely not enough for nobody to be taking no vaccination that you all came up with.
The only reason I'm talking to you right now, as close as we are, is that I've been vaccinated.
Right.
But if thousands of people like you don't get vaccinated, you're going to let this virus continue to percolate in this country and in this world.
Something like the common flu then, right?
And
it's much more serious than the flu.
Well, the flu kills a lot of people.
Yeah. You know how many people died of the flu the last year? I mean, not this year, virtually none, but the previous year, about 20 to 30,000. You know how many people have died from COVID-19 in the United States? 600,000 Americans.
Well, the number that you all giving that died, that's once again, that's you all's number.
You gonna pass?
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
When you start talking about paying people to get vaccinated, when you start talking about incentivizing things to get people vaccinated, there's something else going on with that. Something else going on.
It is something going on with
something else.
You're right. But I'm glad millions of people like me and most everybody here didn't get an. You know what their incentive was? Protecting their health and protecting the city. But I won't keep you anymore.
It's okay, because my incentive, y'all campaign is about fear. It's about inciting fear in people. You all attack people with fear. That's what this pandemic is. It's a fear. It's fear, this pandemic. That's all it is.
Was it? Why is he putting hand sanitizer on his hands for? I mean,
You gotta wash his fucking brain with it.
Yeah. Hello?
but that old boy right there, give that man a cigar, by George. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he was very polite.
He was very polite. Yes, he
Man, I'd
was.
love for that bitch to knock at my door.
You ain't got to worry about it. She gonna take a stick and she gonna be knocking on it like way back here. You know.
What do you mean she? I was talking about Fauci.
Oh wait, I thought you said she. I wish she would knock on my door.
No, I said that bitch.
Oh, that bitch. Well, okay. You said what you said, but anyway, I referred to what I was saying. So,
Wild Stang. What's going on?
oh, it's over on
Welcome
Rumble.
in.
What's up, Wild Stain? Who is that? 13.
I don't know.
Identify yourself.
Well, it's Wild Sting.
Yeah, I can see that. Thank you for joining us. But but yeah.
I'm psyched about this Susan thing. I like good news, man.
Yeah. It's good news.
We don't get to do that a lot.
Yeah. Well, and folks, just they're on a mission, and hopefully sometime this week we'll have some video. But other than that, we got some updates. So she's on a mission, by George. Love the handle. I can ride. Can I ride? Easy, Nettie. Easy. Mm-hmm. We can see where this is going already. So y'all remember that old TikToker that conned a lot of people out of money, saying she had cancer, she was in the military, and all that?
I do.
You do? So, Fed Up, you should too. You should know. You remember that, Fed Up?
I do.
Yep.
Justice. Woman who stole valor posed as a cancer patient finally gets what's coming for her.
Yep. Well, it's Rhode Island. Anyway, she got 6 years. Sure did. She ought to got more than that, to be honest with you. What was it, 250 something thousand that she took? So
Good thing she didn't participate in the erection.
yeah, it's according. I mean, she's up there. They put men in prison that identifies now as the opposite sex. So she might get an erection. So just saying. I said what I said. Oh my God. You see. Hey, Mike over on Rumble. I was asking if we're ready for the booms for the week. I'm ready for the booms. But now we got where'd Peach go? She does this every time. Let me see. Well, hey, where'd that wild fang thing go? Wild Stain 13. Where'd you go? What's up? Okay.
There's a Wild Stang over there.
One and done, I guess. Hey, Nettie, just for shits and giggles, can you? Okay, you're here. Okay, all right. So y'all able to do emojis and okay. Yeah, she got hungry. Ain't no doubt about that crap. That woman stays hungry. All right, so now we got now we got red states joining with blue states on. Well, yeah, we'll just go with it.
Republicans in red state, including Tennessee, joined the Dems to resist school choice policies. Some Republican-led states, including Tennessee, are joining Democrats in actively resisting school choice policies after dozens of red states have already begun implementing such changes.
Do away with it, folks. Call your legislations and say, hey, we want to be able to put our kids where we want to put our kids. We want our money to go wherever our kids go. So
And stop believing that color-coded state bullshit too while you're at it.
yeah. They're all a bunch of daggum commie bashers, all they are. Just saying. So let's see, Peach, where you at, Peach? She had a malfunction.
She's out
Right.
picking peaches.
Either that or pears. Right now, it could be plums or something. All right, so this came about. I just caught this one today. Yeah, there you are. See, you like to hide every once in a while, don't you? Mm-hmm.
I had to get the dogs out of here.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say no. Okay, Paige. Good job. But with that saying, never knew about this until today. I never did know about it until today. So
Flight attendant from 9/11 on her plane was supposed to be in the fifth plane in attack. Captain of the plane believes the attendant may be correct. Flight attendant waiting to take off on the fateful day of 9/11 believes her aircraft was intended to be used as the fifth plane in the infamous terrorist attack, which murdered nearly 3,000 Americans. And the captain of the plane...
Sorry. Hang on. Let me pull it back up.
The captain of the plane thinks she might be correct that the Earth is flat.
And there's no, Project Blue Beams or anything like that.
There were no planes.
Zero. There were helicopters flying above,
I got that video on my Telegram,
Well, now which one?
Of the buildings exploding without a plane hitting them.
Yeah.
I've been seeing more of those videos surfacing lately.
I wonder if Vladimir Putin has been putting it out there, But I mean, he did say something about, hey, nothing to see here,
I'll go into my photos here because it's something I wanted to share with y'all.
Is it? Oh, I got to do it. Go ahead.
Speaking of Putin, did y'all know that? Okay, so not only was there a warrant out for Putin, and then Trump, but were y'all aware of the Philippines have a warrant out for Bill Gates?
Yeah, I do. I did know about that, but I didn't put it all together till you just said it. But you and I, we were talking about the 17th, and Putin and then Trump. And I didn't. Yeah, you didn't elaborate on that one because I would have put that one in the video. But
Sorry.
But it is what it is.
But I'm not sure if a lot of people know about that.
Well, obviously they do now. Let's see. But, wow, FedEx doing that. I'm doing something too. You just got to show it. I mean, go ahead, FedEx. What you got to share?
I'm going to put this in the chat. Sorry, sometimes I'm a tech retard.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, Pete, we got some more banks.
Imagine that. Nearly 200 other banks vulnerable to SVB style collapse. Study says some 186 financial institutions in the United States are vulnerable to a collapse if uninsured depositors seek to withdraw their funds, according to a study from analysts with the National Bureau of Economic Research.
Okay, folks. All right. So y'all know that I'll say from time to time, take your money out of the bank. If you're with Chase Bank, Morgan Bank, JP Morgan, belly up. Yep. Actually, 160. Oh, well, took it down to. Okay, Nettie, this is where I was going. So we're thinking together here. So if you got big banks like Chase Bank, you got Morgan, JP Morgan, you got was it Merrill Lynch, you got the
Is Wells Fargo?
Wells Fargo. I mean, you get all them daggum big banks. You take your money out of them big banks, you cutting Rothschild's nuts off. You know what I'm saying? Well, yep, you're exactly right.
Did you know that none of these banks are going belly up? And that SVB is all about them getting caught up in the money laundering. That's what's really going down.
That's exactly what's going down. That's exactly what's going down. So
hell yeah.
You take your if you're involved with any of those banks, take your money out. Take them out. Take it all out. It don't matter if you got $5 or 15 or $100 million in them banks. Take it out. Put it somewhere else.
Yep. I was off at that amazing summit this weekend. I don't know if anybody else went and checked that out. I came across this website. You're going to want to check that out because this guy has put a lot of work into saving some old things that are very difficult to come across on the internet. There's some good stuff there. A lot of research.
Y'all take a screenshot of that. You know, it's nothing like a good old.
So
go ahead.
The Mr. Peach was telling me something about, if the bad guys try to roll out their stuff, and then you have a mortgage through one of those specific banks, and they try to flip or change things, then your mortgage can be null and void if they try to change.
We got something.
I got to make a phone call.
Well, hang on. Everybody's wondering what Brett looks like. Yeah. There's Brett.
Oh, you did not.
Yes, I did. There's Brett.
Damn.
Love you, Brett. I couldn't refuse that, brother. Man, I'm not gonna cheat, man. My camera must be going out now. But anyway, once you get ready.
Want me to go red with you?
Yeah, but still, I mean. Okay. All right. So enough of that. So, ladies, go get him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you going red. That's for Friday, man. Oh shit, we don't do no show on Fridays, but sometimes. Hey, we'll be covering the Trump rally on Saturday. Just to let y'all know. Yeah, we'll be doing it. So, let's see. Y'all want to hear about Elon Musk?
Oh, my favorite troll.
He is a damn good troll, isn't
he? Elon Musk obliterates Joe Biden after Biden tweets out absurd fair share tax claim.
What he done? He fact checked his ass. Okay, he fact checked his ass. He still did. Yeah.
Look, I think you should be able to be a billionaire if you can earn it, but just pay your fair share. And I think you ought to pay a minimum tax of 25%. It's about basic fairness.
Elon comes back.
I paid 53% taxes on my Tesla stock options, 40% federal and 13% state, so I must be lifting the average. I also paid more income tax than anyone ever in history of Earth for 2021, and we'll do that again for 2022.
Suck on that, JoJo.
Man, it's hard to feel bad for him, huh?
Which one?
Musk.
Oh yeah, man, it's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, the man's got more daggum money than David Crockett. I mean, shit, fire down. What? Okay, what?
When did Davy Crockett become the wealth measuring status?
Man, that's just an old saying. That man got well. Okay, I believe it came from Forrest Gump. That man got more money than David Crockett.
Jenny.
Johnny. Nettie, you're exactly right. Look into the local credit unions. Yeah, you're exactly right. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and do some merch right quick.
Anyways, I came on here to say Real Patriots Voice merch from Fed Up Gear. So, get your merch.
A storm is coming that you can't escape. Tears are falling like blood and rain. The thunder's shaking and it's gonna break.
So hey, if you would go to www.fedupgear.com. Hey, is that Jason?
Happy birthday to Baron Trump.
Oh, is that Baron? Well, damn.
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, now. Shit,
And
fire
he's
down.
17. He's 17 today.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say who he looks like, but it ain't his mama or his daddy. Anywho, right? But no, I'm not going. No, I'll be going somewhere else. Well, not the milkman, baby. Nothing like no. Anywho, Rob.
I got to change it. Looks like my ears here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, go to fedupgear.com. Get your merch. Here's the front of our 20-ounce tumbler. You see how Pete throws a monkey in there? Anyway,
I got this Vanna White thing.
thank you, brother. And there's the back of our merch. And this is where you go get it. Projects by Carry. Too far, Chad. Too far. Projects by Carry. Go get your merch. So, all right. What y'all do now? Y'all do some world news?
Is there any?
Yeah. Hey, a little bit.
All right.
We're gonna go head over there to Rocket Man. You know, little Rocket Man. Mm-hmm.
Which one? Oh.
Kim Jong-un orders his troops to prepare for immediate and overwhelming nuclear attack, counterattack against enemies. He accuses the U.S. of holding aggressive military drills with Seoul using nuclear assets. What up, Mabo?
What's up, Mabo? You know, it's kind of weird that they always do this when we have a president in office, because they've been doing this for decades without any balls. You know, when Big Daddy T told little Rocket Man, said, "Hey, little man, mine's bigger than yours. And I can get you." You know, Little Rocket Man decided, hey, I want to meet Dead Don, and they met. No one else since then has met with Little Rocket Man. I have. It's saying.
You think that when you get in there, you know where all the bodies are buried?
Yeah.
You think he's seen everything?
What's really still sticks out? You asked a question, so I'm going to give you my reply. When Don Jr. asked him if they were really aliens, he said, we'll have to talk about this later. You know what I'm saying? You remember that?
I watched something last night, and it was Trump interviewing that, I forget her name, but she was like the big female astronaut thing that NASA was using for her spokesman or whatever. And it kind of like, the thing I was watching was kind of like somewhat behind the scene of this interview. And he like had a big heart on to be the first one to put a human on Mars, he said. And he's like, genuinely seems enthusiastic about this. And he said something like, she said, well, it's going to take till 2030. We got a lot of things we got to work out, this and that. And he said, what if I just took the cap off? What if you had access to unlimited money to make this happen now? And of course they can't do it because they can't do it. But I was just very awkward because that kind of pisses me off about all these presidents that go in and go along with this space agency bullshit.
Yeah, and I think that's got a little bit I think Trump's got something really to say, in his next term, he's going to have more leverage, which he has the leverage now because he's putting out all these comms or whatever you may want to say. Look out, 2024 is all I got to say. We're going to go back to gold standard. And, yeah. See, that's the thing about it. Now, whether he means it or not, I actually think he means it. Put America first. Let people work and basically keep what they owe. Pay a small fee, to the federal government, which we've talked about here on our show before. Constitutionally wise, we don't really owe the federal government anything. That's just because they're up there doing everything they're doing. They get more vacations than they're going to Fed Up does.
I don't know anybody's shit.
Well, yeah, you don't, but I don't neither. But still, people pay it. You know what I'm saying? But Fed Up. I mean, he think them takes 4 weeks a year vacation.
Come on, man.
Well, hey, I just hit half pine up for another vacation for you, man. Lay off of
I like to consider my vacations an endorsement for my promotion of my small business.
There you go. But to kind of sum this up, now, this comedian, I wish Native was in here. Hey, Nettie, where's Native at? Maybo, where's Native at? Because she made a damn video of this guy and it went viral. And anyway, then all of a sudden she got banned, blocked, whatever the case may be. But this guy right here is funny and he lays it out the way it needs to be laid out. It's about 6 minutes long, but I got it from And We Know. If y'all don't know who that is, y'all need to go check And We Know.
And we know.
And we know.
We know.
Yeah, Peach knows. Mr. Peach knows. But anyway, here we go.
That's Brewer.
Does anyone watch the news anymore? No. things to try to get your interest. Like, come on, have you watched the last couple of weeks? It gets goofier and goofier and goofier. It's almost like a sitcom right in front of your face. Like, how about? Yeah. How about? This is.
So, excuse me, I paused it for a second here. The original version from YouTube playing a lot clearer.
It's almost like a sitcom right in front of your face. Like, how about? Yeah. How about? This is a good. How about the Chinese spy balloon? Who sat there and went, all right, I think we got a good one. You think they'll fall for it? Yeah. Look like a military guy. Put on important medals and you go talk. We're here to lie to your face. You don't have respect for any of you. There's a Chinese spy balloon that our U.S. intelligence has just got a hold of it. It's been seen in Montana. That was my first. Did he just say Montana? This is the first place you recognized a spy balloon was in Montana. Does anyone know geography? You know how long something has to be floating from China? Hawaii, nobody in Hawaii. And that now the Chinese spy balloon just keeps floating. Nobody in the ocean sees a spy balloon. You're passing California. Not one surfer. Dude, what's that? I don't know. No one in Canada? You know, maybe it came through Canada. There wasn't one person ice fishing in the middle of Edmonton. Gonna go back to the house and drink some more and get some beer. We're running out. Oh wow, that's a Chinese spy balloon here going over their heads. Hey. What an insult to your intelligence. Was there any, I mean, there's still news cockatoos. That's the cockatoos that watch the news, believe everything. January 6th, spy balloon, spy balloon. They still exist, and that's okay. Montana. So now here's the Chinese spy balloon. We're the greatest military in the world with all the grits. Wow, here it is in Montana. We don't know how it got there. And then it's just floating. Well, sir, is it dangerous? Well, we don't know. Okay. Are we going to shoot it down? Like, what are we doing? Well, we're just going to let it float, see where it goes. It was going across multiple states. There were people in Kentucky going, man, I hope it flies over here and I'll take you up. seen me no spy balloon flying my way. This is less than 10. You know? Why don't you shoot it down? And what they say? Well, if we shoot it, we don't know what's in the balloon. The government doesn't lie about nothing. They don't make everything they say is absolutely true. This is who's taking our money every day, by the way. Chinese, well, if we shoot it, there might be dangerous chemicals in there, and it could just spray down. So, meanwhile, in Ohio, nothing to see here. Those fish always look like this time of year. Where's our leader in Ukraine and wants American money?
So, am I muted? Well, I guess
I unmuted you.
Well, why not? Well, thank you, Pete.
I
See,
don't know.
I got sanctioned by Pete. I'm just kidding. She didn't say.
I didn't mute you.
I know, no, you didn't. Anyway, so played that video because what he said at the bitter end of it was 100% fact. You know,
The whole thing was.
Yeah, but still, at close to the end when he's talking about the government, I mean, everything that he said, Brewer is freaking hilarious, and he puts it in there, and he will go after them, whatever. You know, he's just freaking hilarious. You know, when I was watching it today, I was dying laughing. It was so daggone funny.
Well, I mean, not to mention the fact that the government wants to ban the clock app, but they'll let that balloon fly right over top.
Yeah, but it didn't. Fed up, it didn't go nowhere near your place now, did it?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's because there's kind of like a curvature in the, area over that way. Just saying.
Could have been.
Could have been. Going along with it. Yeah.
It's got that.
I mean, the gravity, man. The gravity was so, the spinning of the earth and the gravity and stuff, just.
Lot of spinning.
A lot of spinning. Lots. But did y'all know that Xi Jinping from China, China, he was there. He went to see somebody today. He did.
Oh, shaky looking Putin praises dear friend President Xi while gripping the arms of his chair as Chinese leader visits Kremlin in biggest sign of support since Ukraine war began.
They always talk about Putin. He don't never move his left or right arm. He's gripping this, he's gripping that. Well, it looked like he was just being casual to be.
There's a reason why Putin don't move that arm.
You're exactly right on that one. I wonder what that is, Peach.
Fed up? You know?
I don't know.
Okay, well, being an ex-KGB agent, he's ready to grab a weapon at any time. So, just saying.
I know Putin bad.
Putin bad, Orange Man bad, Xi Jinping bad, but Biden good. Make sure you vote for him in 2024, man.
Ukraine, good.
Good. They getting all our money, everything, and yeah. But y'all know I'm working, damn it. All right, so the payback begins, folks. The payback begins.
Breaking. Jim Jordan sends an urgent letter demanding testimony from Manhattan DA. Look at her pretty face.
Well, I don't know why they had her. Well, maybe she's next. I don't know. But I had kind of mixed emotions about putting her face on there, and I'm like, well, if I'm going to see it, everybody's going to see it. So it is what it is. Yeah. Because everything that they're accusing Donald J. Trump, some of y'all may have forgotten, unless you're in Peach's Telegram or FedUp's Telegram, you know. Somebody may have forgotten about this old boy. Remember this? Peach.
The other politician who faced jail for hush payments to a lover, Democrat darling John Edwards, beat campaign finance charges in 2012 over money he gave his pregnant mistress while his wife battled cancer. Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah. Oh, and it was a lot more money than what old Trump paid out Stormy Daniels. You know what I'm saying? You know, Beans that Trump, well, not Trump, not President Trump, but Michael Cohen paid Stormy Daniels $130,000. Now I'm gonna give you my rundown on that one. Peach and I we talked the other night, and now I kind of brought up something. Y'all know how President Trump's helped out people over the years, decades, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe somehow or another, she hooked up with Trump. Far as when I say hooked up, somebody introduced her to him and him to her, not they or he, she or it, whatever the case may be.
Are we doing pronouns?
No, we ain't doing none of that shit. We don't have any pronouns here. Anyway, so maybe she needed a little bit of help as far as financially. So he helped her out. And then they turned it into blackmail. Because that's the way this stuff goes when you're a politician. Turns to blackmail.
Inversion, perversion, and projection.
Exactly. Now it's just my thoughts, my opinion. Ms. Pete.
I think I'd kind of have to agree with you a little bit. Possibility.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, how many times can you see a politician or somebody paying off a hooker? Like, as if that's a huge breaking story, right? But the weird part about all this is the FBI is going to come and arrest you next Tuesday. And we'd like to give you some time to hit the social media platforms, tell people to go out and protest, and get your stuff together. We'll be there on Tuesday. That kind of strikes me a little bit weird.
Very, very weird, very weird. And that now this is what I finally caught up to. The DA sent out a letter, an email, supposedly leaked email, saying, hey, y'all are going to be protected here in this office, blah, 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 blah. Once we do this to President Trump. I didn't pull it up because it's too daggum skinny and you can't read it unless you got daggum extra bifocals and a daggum telescope, from Mars, looking in on it. But anyway, and then all of a sudden Trump catches wind of it and said, well, it looks like I'm going to be arrested on Tuesday, you know? So it went from there. You got to put the time frame together. You know.
Which makes no sense. The statute of limitations have run out. So,
but I mean,
is this their last little? We gonna get you finally?
No, they got him. Don't you know they got him? I mean, come on. They're gonna drag out the old Billy Bush tape again. You know what I'm saying? Grab him by the You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, they've already settled in court over this.
I think we should pay real close attention to what the hell's going on tomorrow. That's what I think. I don't know if it's something with Maxwell, something with the laptop, something with the banks. But there's definitely something big that's going to be going on with the other hand.
Carrie Lake is going before the Supreme Court tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But
what's going on while they got you paying attention somewhere else?
I think it's going to be a busy day to be looking around.
Yep.
Just don't look up.
Peach is going to be covering all this live tomorrow, folks. Just let y'all know.
Don't look up.
She just don't know it yet. So, yeah. As you notice. Anyway, but with that saying, so the Stormy Daniels thing has already went through the courts. Like Pete said, the statute of limitations already ran out. Just means
yep.
There's something, but yeah, exactly. All right, so who had to pay who in that?
Stormy Daniels must pay $300K to Donald Trump after losing defamation case appeal.
Yeah.
Wait, put it back up here.
I done deleted it.
That's weird.
Did she? It said on there, I will go to jail before I pay a penny.
Yeah, I remember her saying that. Yeah, I do remember her saying that with Michael Avenatti. Y'all remember that guy, the porn star lawyer that's in jail serving time for going after Nike? Yeah. Mm-hmm. They said he's going to be the next president. CNN, they boasted him real big, and then all of a sudden he got caught with his britches down trying to go after Nike. You know what I'm saying? So, Imagine that shit.
Imagine that.
I mean, they got to keep it in the porn family, right?
Yeah. I mean, we still got some more porn and lawyers. I mean, just saying.
Trump claims the statute of limitations has already passed in Stormy Daniels' case, as his ally, Robert Costello, prepares to testify against Michael Cohen to grand jury with ex-president bracing for charges.
You know who that guy is?
I don't.
That was Michael Cohen's lawyer. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Porn, stars, and lawyers. Hey, I needed to play this.
Nothing to see here.
All right.
It is what it is, folks. I swear, it's like the freaking daggum mafia, man.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here at all.
Pay attention to what's going on in Georgia, Mike said.
Yeah,
I
okay.
would like.
Go ahead, Peach. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say real quick that I know that Trump has put in his on his True Social to protest.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do that, do it peacefully, but I would say with caution, because this could be a whole setup for them to pull another January 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So you can protest peacefully on all your social media apps. You could go dark. You could post a video, saying that you support Trump. Post your video with an upside down flag. There's other ways you can do this without making an appearance. Fed up? Stay away from Trump Tower tomorrow, okay?
You could take all your money out of the bank tomorrow.
Well, shit, I don't even have any in the bank, so I ain't got nothing to worry about.
And folks,
Well,
Peach
the bank don't have any either, so they're not going to give it to you. But
yeah, I mean, well, yeah, but yeah, Peach is exactly right. It's the reason that letter was leaked out, because there's one tweet that I wish President Trump would have never done. And that said, join me January 6, 2021 in a peaceful protest, in a peaceful protest. I knew right then that was a setup, not from him, but from the other side and some rhinos. So that leaked email from the DA in New York set the spark out for Trump supporters to get out there, and also for the FBI agents, far as bad agents, their informants, Antifa, all the above, to show up and cause a big old stink. Just like Pete said, another January 6th. So, if you're going to do it, be peaceful. But if you got to defend yourself, you daggone defend yourself. You see somebody getting beat down, you go over and y'all go as a group, not by yourself, being fed up, being 10 foot tall and 4'6", and trying to take care of it yourself. Go as a team.
So what do you think of this whole post on True Social?
Which one?
Yeah,
There's
which
been
one?
many.
About him saying to protest.
He didn't. He said protest. That was his last three words. Go out there. Nettie, you still in here? Nettie going to break it down. Nettie or
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel like there's some kind of meaning to it. But
yeah, there is.
I haven't dug into that one. I've dug into some others, but
Nettie, you in here? Yes, all right. Nettie, can you break that one down, please? If it ain't right now, you know where to send it. Please break it down. All right. So they're on the brink, folks. They're on the brink. Here we go. This is what we're talking about.
New Yorker stands ring of steel for Trump's looming arrest. Cops set up barriers after the former president posed for selfies with fans at Mar-a-Lago sports cars yacht party. Trump urged supporters to protest. So the other whole factor of this is these are New York charges. He's in Mar-a-Lago. So in order to arrest him, DeSantis needs to extradite him to New York for this to all play out.
Exactly. And I really and truly, I think Trump, if, all right, see, the DA from New York is being sentenced, or not sentenced, but he's being question in Congress on the 23rd of this month. So Trump's going to prolong it. Now if Ron DeSantis goes in there and says, "Hey, by George, we're extraditing your ass," that's going to burn Ron DeSantis' chances of running president, because there ain't nobody. Well, there'll be a handful of folks that gonna vote for him and stuff, but it ain't no. It ain't no. That dog ain't gonna hunt. So, just saying.
That was another one by the troll too. Elon said if they arrest Trump, he's going to win in a landslide.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, it's all over the place. I mean, come on. It's facts are facts, and not just cause Elon said it. I've even thought it myself. What other way to show the American people that we have a two-tier justice system is to sit there and arrest a former president?
I like that, Mabel. Or how about Biden?
Yeah, exactly. I'll be right back.
Well, everybody left. No, I guess that's my cue to show something cool about NASA. We'll find this.
Well, while you're looking for that, I just looked up on the gematria calculator, protest. And God Bless America, Land that I Love, The White Queen, coronavirus pandemic, we broke free.
Am I on there?
Yes.
Scrolled through 6 pages of photos so far, and there hasn't been any photographs of our complete Earth. Only high-altitude images of tiny sections of Earth. If you are claiming there are many, then you should be able to cite me a direct link to one of these photographs or our complete Earth from space. If you don't know, just say you don't know.
I apologize for the misunderstanding. You are correct that there are very few photographs that show the entire Earth in one shot, as most images are taken of specific areas or regions of the planet. However, there have been a few images taken from space that show the entire Earth in one shot. Another example is the Black Marble image taken by the NASA NOAA SWOMI NPP satellite in 2012. This image shows the entire Earth at night, with city lights and other sources of human activity clearly visible. Here's a link to the Black Marble image.
Here the info provided in the link. This new global view and animation of Earth's city lights is a composite assembled from data acquired by the SWOMI NPP satellite. The data was acquired over 9 days in April 2012 and 13 days in October 2012. It took 312 orbits to get a clear shot of every parcel of Earth's land surface and islands. This new data was then mapped over existing blue marble imagery of Earth to provide a realistic view of the planet. So as you can read, this is not a real photograph. It is made from data and compiled together to give a realistic view. So are you able to provide a link to a real photograph?
I apologize for the confusion, and thank you for clarifying your question. To my knowledge, there is no single photograph of the entire Earth that was taken from a single point in space without any compositing or manipulation.
What?
I apologize for the confusion, and thank you for clarifying your question. To my knowledge, there is no single photograph of the entire Earth that was taken from a single point in space without any compositing or manipulation.
Scrolled through 6 pages of
Hi. So
Go
Hey,
away
little
now.
Dom.
So we watched this unraveling of social media and how it was completely turned against their agenda and they lost control of the narrative. Now they introduced this chat GPT where you can interact with the AI, which I absolutely do not recommend, and I do not mess with that at all myself. But that was a pretty amazing video because now you're watching their actual AI confirm and expose their own bullshit. This is amazing. All of their equipment, all of their technology, everything they're designing to work against the people is all blowing up in their face.
Yeah, it is, and it's gonna. I mean, but a lot of people's gonna fall for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look how many people's got Alexa or whatever in their houses and stuff like that. Got everything computerized, dude. I'm not down for that whatsoever. The only thing I got computerized is of course, the computer and my phone. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. So,
You got a TV, don't you?
it's not computerized. It's not hooked up.
Well, it seems like Alexa's the only one that tells the truth. Siri and Google lie.
Yeah, Siri does lie. I'll give you that one.
Well, Alexa is Google.
Exactly.
But Alexa tells more than what Google does.
So all them videos you see, you don't think those are like programmed? I thought people were faking those Alexa
I've
things.
seen some videos where people ask Siri stuff and she tells the truth. So then I just go down and ask my girls since they have apples to ask, and then says the same thing.
All right, so yeah, but I mean, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. You just gotta choose opt in or opt out. And I'm not fed up. Get off of it. Get off the grid. Whatever the case may be. Be done with it. You know?
Yeah. All this technology they got, if I could in a heartbeat, I'd go back to being a caveman. You can keep all this stuff.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. I want to go back to the 80s. Can we go back to the 80s? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at them. They're like, yeah, we want to go back to the 80s.
Trade in my iPhone for a cassette player.
Yeah. There you go. Hell no. I want 8-track, baby.
Trump will pose for a mugshot. Mud on. He's be fingerprinted and held in custody until the deal is negotiated if he surrenders in Stormy Daniels' case tomorrow. What to expect if ex-president is indicted on charges that carry up to 4 years in prison?
Nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing.
So you got a pre-announced FBI investigation and arrest, some time to hang out on social media, and the makeup artists are going to show up for the mugshot. Seems very legit to me.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. That picture, ever who takes that picture, if it does happen, it's going to be worth millions, okay? It'll be worth millions. So, but this right here is where the counting down begins right here, folks. And then we're going to share some happy news before we leave. This is where the countdown begins. Stop, press.
FedNow instant payments platform will be live in July. Central bank says The Federal Reserve's long-anticipated instant payment system will go live in July, the central bank announced Wednesday. Last August, the Fed committed to rolling out its FedNow platform sometime between May and July. The system has been in the works since 2019.
What you need to do, I don't know about my governor. I don't know yet. I have to go and double check. But there's one governor that has came out about this, and that's Governor Kristen Noem of South Dakota. Anyway, she came out about it saying, no, she shut it down. They're not going to be doing it in that state. So all you congressmen, your senators, your governors, and say, hey, shut it down. We're not doing this. Because with this right here going online, that will be the one world currency, and they will be able to dictate whatever you can buy or not. Just saying.
I don't think it's really happening.
You don't think it's nothing? You think it's just a scare tactic?
I think it is.
Well, I mean, it could be, but still, I mean.
Just remember God's in control.
Oh, no doubt he is. No doubt he is. All right, so the happy news is, like we said earlier, Miss Susan and her husband, they're on a mission. A lot of y'all see her. Hey, hang on a second. A lot of y'all see her in our merch, but this is Miss Susan right here. Told y'all she was pretty.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she is. She is very beautiful. Anyway, she shouldn't have sent Susan. You shouldn't have sent it if you didn't want it to be shown. So, anyway, but it got shown. But what they're
Are
doing
you
is
not
they're going.
supposed to do that?
No, she sent it by George. She showed in. So that was the indication to me by George. She don't never do anything like that, but she's on a mission. She's on a mission to help save children. And these are some of the kids that are missing. And they're down there in Florida, Pensacola. And I'm going to get a better logo where they're as far as who's doing all this. But the great news is they actually found one of the kids that they were looking for. Susan and her husband actually found one of the kids that they were looking for.
It's awesome.
Now let's talk about people that are actually doing something.
Her and her husband is actually doing something. You know?
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you very much, Miss Susan.
We don't have the applause soundboard yet.
No, hang on, knucklehead. Well, I'm not going to tear you up, but I'll tangle you up like a daggum cobweb versus a daggum pretzel.
No.
Okay. I like pretzels. You like pretzels? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, go get him one now.
Well, I'm down here in the dungeon. Just saying.
Whoa. Mabel got a birthday today?
Oh, it is a twin. Mabel, I apologize. I'll do it tomorrow. I promise you it will be one of the best daggum birthdays that happy birthday, Mabel.
So today's your birthday, Mabel? You did not text me to let me know.
All right.
Yeah, well, I asked everybody in the chat room to send me their birthdays, and yes, Mabel, I knew it was coming up. I forgot it was today. That's my bad, bro. I'll make it up to you tomorrow. I promise you.
What?
Well, happy birthday, Mabel. How old are you? 25?
No, don't you? That's wrong to do there, Peach.
What?
By George, we ask a woman how old they are. You shouldn't be asking that.
I'm 51. Got a fucking problem with it?
I know how old you are. I know when your birthday is, too. Right. You hang on this second. We got this few more minutes, Knucklehead. All right,
Big 4-0.
Happy big 4-0. I didn't make you a video because you didn't make me one this year either. So who's calling even?
Okay, well, hang on. Can you tell everybody good night?
Good night.
Can you say love y'all?
Good night.
Well, hang on. You go hang on just a second. We got something else we got to do. In the last comments, y'all got to say.
Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand. Protest peacefully tomorrow. Like I said, you can go dark on social media, or you could post an upside down flag or whatever. But there's other ways that you can protest what's about to go down tomorrow. But keep your eyes open around this whole Trump malarkey.
Around?
Even space.
And faith over fear.
So I guess since you mentioned that, in the last hour or so, we've spun 1,040 miles around in a circle.
Yeah, we did.
We have chased the sun 67,000 miles, and while we were doing that, we were going through space at 448,000 miles. And over the course of all of that, we have traveled through the Milky Way 1.4. I'd just like to thank everybody for joining us on this fantastic voyage tonight.
I don't like rides. Can I get off of this one?
Amazing.
Actually, I didn't feel a thing.
Hang on, Papa's got something to say.
It went so fast, sped up, I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, I'm still in the same spot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I can't feel a thing.
Can't feel nothing. You know, so thank you again, everybody, for joining us right here on Real Patriots Voice. On the way out, if y'all would click the like, subscribe.
Them green thumbs.
Yep, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. But remember this. Being positive will get you anywhere that you want to go. Remember that. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your property. Always be prepared.
See you tomorrow.
Night, y'all.
We fought a revolution to secure your liberty. We wrote the Constitution as a shield from tyranny. For future generations, this legacy we gave to make you the land of the free and home of the brave. The freedoms we secured for you, we thought you'd always keep. But tyrants labor endlessly while your parents were asleep. Now your freedom's gone, your courage is lost, you're no more than a slave in your land of the free and home of the brave. You buy permits to travel, permits to own a gun, permits to start a business or build a place for one. On land you think you own, you pay your yearly rent, but you don't have a voice in saying how that money's spent. Now your children attend a school that doesn't educate, and your Christian values can't be taught according to the state. You read about your current news in a regulated press and pay more taxes than you owe to that thing called IRS. Your money's no longer made of silver or gold. Trade your wealth for paper so your life can be controlled. And you pay for crimes that make your nation turn from God in shame. And now you've taken Satan's number, traded in your name. You give your government control to those who could do you harm, so they could padlock churches and steal the family farm and keep the nation deep in debt while putting men of faith in jail, and then harass your fellow countrymen while your corrupt courts prevail. Your public servants don't uphold the solemn oaths they've sworn, and now your daughters visit doctors so their children won't be born. You send guns and artillery to foreign shore, and then you send your youth to slaughter fighting other people's wars.
Could you regain the freedoms for which we fought and died? Or have you lost your courage and your faith to stand with pride?
Are there no more values for which you fight to save?
Or do you wish your children to live in fear and be a slave? And people of this republic, it's time to rise and take a stand. Defend the Constitution, the supreme law of your land. Preserve your great republic and every God-given right. And let us pray to God to keep that torch of freedom burning bright.
As I awoke, he vanished. In the mist from which he came. His words were true. We are not free. We have ourselves to blame. For even now as tyrants trample each God-given right, we only watch and tremble, too afraid to stand and fight. If he stood by your bedside, in a dream while you're asleep, and wondered what remains of our rights he fought to keep, what would be your answer if he called out from the grave? Is this still the land of the free and the home of the brave?